Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I am Jennifer of Jen's World of Stitches, and excuse me. It has really been. This morning is just not one of my mornings. I am not feeling the greatest this morning, and so just bear with me. I sound awful. I know I do. I sound like I just woke up, which is not the case. I just don't feel well. My head hurts, and yeah. So we are going to tell you what's been going on today or what's going on today while we sit here and stitch and chat. I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot going on. Today is Thursday. I am supposed to be hosting a Zoom, and I don't really know if I'm going to get to do that. I'm just not. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, and I need to move this up here some. There. Now I can see. Um, so we'll see. I am. I think I'm coming down with a cold, a summer cold, which those are always a pain in the butt. So, yeah, I've just been really, really stuffy. And I noticed it last night while I was stitching on my Cleopatra and watching Game of Thrones. Yes, I'm watching Game of Thrones again. Um, that I'll tell you about that in a minute. um, so I noticed it while I was sitting there stitching last night, and I was like, "Oh God, this is just not something that I want to deal with." And um, one thing about colds is I can't. They make me feel yucky. So I just don't feel the greatest. But I'm gonna try to relax today and just take a lot of vitamin C and probably stitch and watch Game of Thrones. Now, on to that. Yes. I started watching it. I didn't get to watch it on TV. I got to watch it, I was watching it on DVD. And I had like the first three seasons on DVD. And because I didn't really get into it at first, I was totally like, I don't know if I really want to keep these DVDs. So I gave them to a friend, and she watches them. So then yesterday, she was with me when I had gone to Michael's and gone to take my daughter to her appointment yesterday. She was telling me all the stuff that's been going on there. She said, "You really need to go back and watch it." And I was like, "Oh my God." I mean, because number one, that show was so confusing. I was really confused because it was like every time I turned around, you know, and it wasn't like I was missing or not paying attention. I mean, I did pay attention, but yeah. The show was confusing. And then when you're reading the books at the same time, that's even more confusing. So I was like, oh God. So I'm doing this. I'm going to watch the show first. Then I'm thinking about going back through and reading the books again or listening to the books again. I know, right? I'm a glutton for punishment, right? Because I went to look up the first one at my library on Libby. Yeah, you know how many hours that book is? I was like, holy crap. So we'll see. I'm just gonna see uh, the how the show goes. I will say this much: I hope Jamie Lannister does redeem himself at some point, because he is, I like his character. He's, he can be a dick at some point, but then, he's always got that, soft side. So we'll see. So yeah, I was doing that and I started getting all sniffly and I was like, oh God, this is not what I want. So I kind of just stopped for the day and um, just relaxed. And finally, I ended up going to bed and went to bed early and um, woke up a couple of times because um, I have arthritis in my knees, and it does get. Sometimes it gets bad at night where where I'm in the middle of a dead sleep, and it makes me wake up, and I have to get up and walk around a couple of times, and then try to go lay back down. So it's not been a fun uh, experience. So yeah, so then this morning I did take some leave. That usually helps. So we'll see how that works. And I have to go and get some cold medicine because you guys can tell my voice is like bleh. So, and I apologize. Usually after I drink coffee, I'm okay. But I mean, I have my coffee, but I'm just not. Mm-mm. And I've been up for a while. So, um, I went to Michael's to get some floss yesterday, and so I was looking at the floss, and my best friend was like, "Don't you have these containers?" Because remember yesterday I said I needed to get some more of these containers. Well, at Michael's, they have them for like I think it's $4.99 or something like that. Well, I wasn't really paying attention to what she was showing me, and I looked at her and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she said, I'm being nice." I was like, "Okay." She says, "Do you need any of these?" And I was like, "Well, I need two more, but I was gonna wait because I didn't want to like buy a whole bunch of these floss containers if I didn't need them right away." And she's like, "Well, here, I'm gonna get you two." She had a voucher. Um, this is not going in the right place. There we go. She had a voucher, and I think it was like I think she said it was like $20 on a voucher or something. So she bought me two of them, and so she was like, "Get whatever floss you need," and I was like, "Becky, I'm gonna pay for my own." So yeah, she ended up buying the whole thing with this voucher, which was fine. So and then I kind of felt bad, but it's all good. So we did that, and Walmart was crazy yesterday. Also, well, what did I just do? Darn it! I boo booed. I didn't make it a cross stitch. Um, or didn't make. There we go. We went to Walmart to get my daughter some groceries, and Walmart is so crazy. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. I've noticed now it doesn't matter what day you go in. It doesn't. I was like, holy crap, it's so freaking busy in here. And I mean, to be honest, it doesn't matter what day you go in or when you go in or even what time because I've noticed now lately it's busy. So I was like, good grief. And I just, she just looked at me because she has anxiety really bad, and she, um, starts getting really bad panic attacks if there's a lot of people. And her therapist has been really good about, helping her with that. And I thought that's what was going to happen to her yesterday. But she just looks at me and she's like, really? All these people? I was like, I know. I said, let's get our stuff. Let's get what you want and we'll go. Because I don't need you, um, going into a panic attack before we can get you home to take your pill. So she did good. And I know there was a couple of times that I thought for sure she was going to, go down that hole. But nah, she didn't. She just looks at me with this look on her face like, all these people, this is crazy, Mom. And so we got what she needed. And we came home and um, we kind of did the fend for yourself night. I just didn't feel like doing anything after I got home. So they fend for that. They, did the fend for yourself thing. They all wanted TV dinners for dinner last night, which is fine. And so depending on how I feel tonight, I'm going to make something for dinner. I was going to make shake and bake chicken, but we'll see. It just all depends. So today, oh boy, let's see. Nothing really going on today. Like I told you guys, I'm going to try to sit and relax. I really think it's going to rain. I'm not sure. And I don't know why I can't see anything. I'm having issues here, people. I need to move. I think I probably need to move my ring light because I can't see. I don't know. It's going to all depend on how I feel this afternoon. I'm really stiff all over too, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to rain. They're saying not today. They're talking about rain tomorrow, so I'm thinking that's why that my arthritis is flaring. Who knows? I have no clue, and we'll see. We will see what that I'm just gonna take it as it goes and see what happens. But I don't think that I will have my Zoom this afternoon. Like I said, I haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately, so if I don't think you all want me to fall asleep when I do my Zoom. That wouldn't be good. But anyway, so, and this isn't gonna go up there. I can see it now. Oh yeah, well. So, and I didn't even think to bring you what I got floss that I needed for my Cleopatra that I'm working on because I ran out a couple of the colors. I noticed that the other day when I was stitching on it, and I ran out of the colors, so I wrote those down. And I've been trying to get into the habit of making just a master list of the floss that I need to buy every, when I run out. And I haven't been good at that lately. Don't ask me why. I'm trying to be more organized when it comes to my stitching planner and planning, period. And I'm not the greatest when it comes to that. I sometimes don't, write anything. So I'm trying to get better at it because, I just don't get good at it. I'm not good with that stuff. And lately, now I know I have to. Now, well, don't have to, but I know I'm going to need to now because I started. There's this group. Really, I am doing magical stitches, but there's also another group that I found. It's called Floss in Space. and it's really, really fun and cool. I just joined it last night, and it seems to be pretty self-explanatory as to what you need to do. So last night I did, what is it? The way I'm understanding it, for what they call orientation, I had to do 200 stitches. So I did that easily last night or yesterday. And I'm telling you, my needle does not want to stay. It doesn't want to stay in my hand. It's like telling me to just like, put it down. So I did that last night, and I need to do, I think the way I'm understanding it, and I've got to check to make sure, but the way I'm understanding it is that for each category of, or each prompt that they have for the orientation, you have to do 200 stitches, or you need to do 200 stitches. So I'm going to go through that and make sure first before I, make a complete total fool of myself. Because knowing me, I'll not do it right. And we don't want to do that. So, yeah, Jennifer wants to make sure she does it right. But it seems really fun. It's self-explanatory what the name of the group is. It's Floss in Space, and it's pretty cool. So, yeah, I was thoroughly enjoying that last night. And today I'm going to probably, I don't know if I probably have my earbuds in to listen to Cleopatra's Vendetta when I'm not when there's episodes that I'm not interested, that I really don't, if I don't like the episode on Game of Thrones, and listen to that. And I'm just gonna stitch because, and probably put a heating pad on my knees because it just sucks. Ice doesn't do it for me. Ice just makes it all stiff and sore. So we're gonna try the heating pad. I did have some Aspercream, and my mother, it worked really well when she had it. So, and oh yeah, my mother called yesterday. Now, mind you, my mom doesn't call very often, but when she does, she has, always has stuff for me. She brought me all of her cross stitch stuff a couple months ago. So yesterday, I was on my way to take my daughter to her appointment, and my phone rings, and it's my mother. I'm like, why is my mother calling me? She never calls me unless there's, something wrong, or, something. Or she wants, to take one of the boys somewhere. So I answered it, and she was like, I have some stuff for you. Now, maybe you all can come to the same conclusion I did. Maybe I'm just being totally, a little worried or whatever. So I was like, okay, what is it? She's like, all your baby stuff. I'm like, okay. And it was all my baby stuff. I have a, I don't want to say it's a Fabergé egg, but it was an egg that was given to me on my first Easter. And it's in a little basket, and I put it in my shadow box, which I will get it for you, and I'll show it to you. Hold on, let me put this back up here so that I know where I'm at. Well, no, I won't get it because it's all the way up there. And she brought me, hold on. Okay. She brought me my little, Mom said I never used these because these were like really, how do you put it? um, collectibles, and she didn't want them to get broken. But this was when I was a baby. I guess this was given to my mother when I was a baby. And there's a whole collection. I have the plate, I have like the little saucer, and this. And a couple other things that she gave me. So I'm sitting there and I'm trying to figure out why she wants to give all this to me. And she didn't say. She just, said, we have all this baby stuff, and, we're going to bring it to you. I was like, well, Mom, I'm not home. And she says, well, we're almost to where you live. Is, one of the boys there? I was like, yes. Okay, I'll tell Justin to come down and get it. So they went down and got it. And I was kind of shocked because, and I looked at I looked at my daughter, and I looked at my best friend, and I was like, what is going on? And she's like, what do you mean? And I said, my mother has given me all this stuff, and I don't understand. I mean, she's been giving me all the, all my cross stitch stuff that she doesn't want anymore. And now she's getting rid of, she's giving me all my baby stuff. So I was just kind of like, maybe I'm just reading too much into it. So I don't know what's going on. I didn't really want to, go there because, my parents don't like telling us kids when there's something wrong. And so it's kind of like, so yeah, I got this whole basket full of stuff, and I don't know what I did with the basket, but I have the basket. I don't know where the basket is. So yeah, I was kind of shocked. So I was like, okay, Mom, thank you. And because that's all I could say. And it was stuff that there's stuff I didn't even remember I even had, or that was even, you know, there. Our church, when when it turned 150 years, they had a celebration, and we were able to buy like little collectible cups and things like that. And I had gotten one, and I didn't remember getting it, and I'm doing this the wrong way. Oops. Didn't remember getting it. So she had brought me that, and I was like, that's where that went. So, yeah, my daughter was totally like looking at all this stuff like, oh, look, it is so cute. I'm like, really? So, yeah. And I was just like, okay, my mother is giving me stuff that I just don't know why. So, yeah, I put the little knickknacks, and I put some up on, I have a shadow box that's above, that I put above, yeah, on this wall. And that's in front of me. So I put my daughter's boyfriend put the shadow box up, and I put one of the little knickknacks up there because the others were too big. So I put everything on my entertainment center around, trying to make it look pretty, and, all that kind of stuff. And just, just kind of trying to make it look pretty. But, yeah, so now Athena, a story. So Athena was over here playing last night, over here around my desk. And there was a ball that she has that, has a little, rattle thing in it. And I heard her, and I couldn't figure out what she was doing. Well, come to find out, I have a corner, like, stand that you put in the corner that you could put knickknacks on. And it's over in the corner. So I'm just, sitting there stitching. I'm trying to figure out what she's doing. And I just hear it. So I'm like, I try to, figure out where she's at, and I can't find her. So little dude comes out, and I said, can you find Athena? Well, Athena was back here behind my drafting table trying to get her little play ball that was under the corner stand. And she couldn't get it out. And she was, really trying. I mean, you could hear her trying with her paw. So, little dude got it out. I mean, this was like, she was sitting here for like the longest time trying to get it out. So, she tried to get it out. So, we got it out for her. And, of course, as soon as we got it out, she didn't want anything to do with it. Go figure, right? Instead, she wanted to watch the printer because I was printing off dashboard layout pages for 2023, because I think that instead of going out and buying a new planner, I'm going to, just print off for next year. So, yeah, she was sitting on my desk watching the printer spit out the paper. And I don't know if I've ever told this story, but maybe it was last week, I was printing out a chart, and she decided that she wanted to put her, kind of try to get up on the tray. And well, what she did, she fell and she hit her head. Well, I got really upset because I thought she'd hurt herself really bad. So I go over and try to, see, and she just looks at me. And I'm like, are you okay? And she takes off running down the hallway, going to go play. And I had, kind of screamed out her name when she fell off the printer tray. And Justin came running out, and he's like, what's wrong? And I said, please check her. Well, he tried to check her, and she didn't want anything to do with it. And so he's like, I can't tell. I'm like, because she's being stubborn. So she takes off running down the hallway. And I think, she's okay. But, yeah, when you see her flying off the printer like that. And I know cats are pretty resilient. But this poor child, I felt so bad for her because she's just like, it was awful. And now she's brave. I'll give her that. She likes to climb up on my window, not the windowsill, but she likes to climb up on the window where it locks. And she likes to try to balance herself on that little spot to sit. And of course, she falls, but she hasn't learned that she can't do that. So it's been kind of cute watching her. But now, I've noticed now since we've gotten her, that she's not as hyper as she used to be. Because I'm going to tell you, in the morning time, every morning, I'd wake up, bring her out here, and she'd be all over the place. She'd be running back and forth, jumping, trying to climb the wall, trying to climb a curtain. She doesn't do that anymore. Not as much as she used to. And I think, she's kind of gotten the idea, okay, it's time for me to calm down. So she's, I can tell the difference now, and it's kind of, it's a mess. And then we got her new cat litter yesterday, and she last night I had changed the cat litter and put the new in, and oh my gosh, she arched her back, jumped in there, and just stood there staring at it. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she just wanted to play around. And she gets into that habit now that if she's like burying her, her mess, she gets too overly excited, and sometimes when she's, scratching and burying and everything, she'll get cat litter outside of her thing. And I looked at her the other day and I said, "Really? This is what you do? You make a mess?" And she just started laughing. She just looked at me. I don't want to say she started laughing because that's not the case, but she just looks at me. And then, yeah, was it yesterday? No, it was yet not yesterday. It was the day before. She was in the kitchen, and I couldn't figure out what she was doing. And all of a sudden, she starts, meowing and calling out. And I look up because I was sweeping the floor, and I look up. She's like up on her hind legs, and she's trying to climb the cabinet. I'm like, "No, there's nothing up there for you. You can't get up there." And she just looks at me. I'm like, "You can look at me all you want and you can get hyper all you want. There's nothing up there for you." Well, she didn't like that idea. So she, and then when, of course, because if she gets upset with me, she goes and hides. And then I can search for hours looking for her. So, yeah, it's been, but yeah, she can be a sweet pea when she wants to be. So, let's see, what else do we got going on today? There's really not much else going on today. I'm just, I do have to, see, I even wrote a list. I need to cut out my planner inserts. I am not doing Zoom. I need to look for the month insert so that I could put it in there, because I didn't really want to like renumber everything, but and that's really it. That's really all I've got to do today. And besides, I'm gonna sit and stitch and prop my knees up. It's just too much. I don't know why they're sore. And I did look at the weather this morning, and I don't see where it's going to rain. But again, like I said, I don't know. But that's really all that's going on today, and all that went on yesterday. So I hope you all have a great day. And thank you for watching. And I didn't say this at the beginning, but if you're new and you like what you see, please hit the like button or the subscribe. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back and supporting me. I always love, seeing return subscribers come back. And I will see you all next time. And until later on when I do floss tube, have a great day.